Hello, bold and the beautiful fans. Welcome back to another deep dive into the latest dramatic events unfolding in the bold and the beautiful. Today, we have an explosive storyline to analyze, one that weaves together love, power, betrayal, and family dynamics in the most intense ways possible. Brooke is once again fighting for Ridge is fighting for control of Forrester Creations, and Hope is proving to be a bigger obstacle than anyone expected. Meanwhile, Carter is caught in the middle and Steffie finds herself torn between loyalty to her father and the reality of what's best for the company. It's an emotional roller coaster and we're here to break it all down. So let's get started. Brooke's relentless pursuit of Ridge. If there's one thing that has remained constant in the bold and the beautiful, it's that Brooke Logan refuses to let go of Ridge Forrester. No matter how many times fate or Ridge himself has pulled them apart, Brooke continues to believe that their love is meant to last. This time is no different. With Ridge standing at a crossroads in both his personal and professional life, Brooke seizes the moment. She approaches him with an offer that takes him by surprise. She is willing to resign as CEO of Forrester Creations if it means having Ridge back by her side. To Brooke, their love is more important than any title, any company, any power struggle. She looks into his eyes and tells him plainly she still wants him. But this moment doesn't happen in secret. Watching from a distance are Daphne and Zend, their expressions filled with curiosity and concern. Daphne has always had a keen eye for power plays, and she immediately wonders if Brooke is genuinely sacrificing for love, or if this is another manipulation to win Ridge back. Zend, on the other hand, feels conflicted. He has seen Ridge and Brooke fall into the same toxic cycle too many times, and part of him wonders if Ridge would be better off walking away for good. But Ridge does not have an immediate answer for Brooke. Her words stir something inside him. But right now, his mind is elsewhere. On Forrester Creations, on his longtime friend Carter Walton, and on the growing tension surrounding the company's future. Without giving Brooke a clear response, Ridge leaves, knowing he has an even bigger battle to fight. Ridge confronts Carter, and Hope interferes. Ridge knows that if he wants to reclaim Forrester Creations, he has to start with Carter. Their friendship goes back years, and Ridge has always respected Carter, even through disagreements. But now, Carter stands between Ridge and his family's legacy, and that's something Ridge cannot accept. When Ridge finds Carter, he speaks with a sincerity that is rare in high-stakes business discussions. He doesn't demand. He doesn't threaten. Instead, he appeals to Carter's sense of fairness and history. Ridge reminds Carter of the years they worked together, the trust they built, and the fact that Forrester Creations has always been more than just a company. It's a symbol of family, of artistry, of legacy. He asks Carter to do what's right and return Forrester Creations to its rightful owners. For a moment, it seems like Ridge's words might be sinking in. Carter listens carefully, considering the weight of what Ridge is saying. But just as Ridge feels like he might be making progress, Hope walks into the room. The air changes instantly. Hope's mere presence is enough to shift the power dynamic, and she knows it. She stands beside Carter, her eyes sharp and unwavering, as she interrupts the conversation. "I hope I'm not interrupting anything important," she says, but they all know she absolutely is. Ridge immediately understands what's happening. Hope is here to ensure Carter doesn't waver, to reinforce that the company belongs in Carter's hands, not Ridge's. He watches as Hope gently but firmly reminds Carter why they made the decisions they did, how Forrester Creations has flourished under new leadership, and how Ridge's departure was his own choice. But Ridge is having none of it. He turns to Hope, his frustration clear. "Don't manipulate Carter," he warns. He knows exactly what she's doing, and he isn't afraid to call it out. Hope doesn't back down. She looks him straight in the eye and responds, "I'm not manipulating anyone. But I won't let you twist this situation in your favor." Carter, caught between them, grows defensive. He tells Ridge that he is not someone who can be easily controlled, and Ridge needs to respect that. This moment is a turning point because while Ridge had hoped to use logic and history to bring Carter back to his side, Hope has just made his job 10 times harder. Realizing this, Ridge leaves the conversation unfinished. He knows one thing for certain now: as long as Carter and Hope are working together, reclaiming Forrester Creations will be nearly impossible. If he wants to take back control, he needs to weaken Hope's hold over Carter first. Steffie's dilemma: should she trust Brooke? Meanwhile, across town, Steffie Forrester is facing her own internal struggle. She has just learned that Brooke has been actively trying to convince Carter to return the company, and this revelation leaves her with mixed emotions. On one hand, she wants Forrester Creations back in the family, and if Brooke's interference helps that cause, shouldn't she support it? But on the other hand, Steffie has never fully trusted Brooke. Why is she doing this? Is Brooke fighting for Forrester Creations, or is she just trying to win Ridge back? And there's another complication: Hope. If Steffie supports Brooke's efforts, it will be seen as a direct betrayal of Hope, and that's a dangerous game to play. While Steffie has clashed with Hope in the past, their recent working relationship has been surprisingly productive. If she sides against Hope now, she risks igniting an all-out war. At the same time, Steffie cannot ignore what this means for Ridge. If Ridge wins this battle and returns to power, will he also return to Brooke? And if so, does that mean he is once again abandoning Taylor? Deep down, Steffie still believes that Ridge belongs with Taylor. She has seen her mother suffer too much at the hands of Brooke, and she doesn't want to watch that cycle continue. But is this the right moment to take a stand? As Steffie weighs her choices, the battle for Forrester Creations intensifies. What happens next? Ridge is determined to take back Forrester Creations, but Hope is just as determined to keep him from doing so. Carter is caught in the middle, and Steffie is struggling to decide where her true loyalties lie. Meanwhile, Brooke's relentless pursuit of Ridge adds another layer of tension, because if Ridge does return, will it be for the company or for her? With so many conflicting interests and shifting alliances, the future of Forrester Creations has never been more uncertain. What do you think will happen next? Will Ridge succeed in reclaiming the company? Will Hope outmaneuver him? And what will Steffie ultimately decide? Thank you for joining us for this in-depth breakdown of the latest drama in The Bold and the Beautiful. If you enjoyed this analysis, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any updates. Stay tuned because the drama is only getting started. See you next time.